photograph. Run it back, make it to the rounds. Run it back when I told it round. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, like running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Pump the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on a flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jaguars of Mexico City taking on the Tennessee Titans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Got it? 43 rail. Ready.
They start the drive with Vaughn. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try to make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The Titans at 4-12 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one's swung out to Vaughn. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the finish with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Felix Anudike-Uzomah brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. If it's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
This now a 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Down carry for Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's control the trenches.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Hey, easy. Route. Leaving you, Diva. I'm leaving you.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Caroms away, no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Brats.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. You know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Robinson's got it. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Take right open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw taken in by Conklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Red on red.
They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
11, Agate. Think right.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Yeah, we got more where that came from. Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
This will have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Let's go now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Running behind center with Vaughn. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Young. Forced out to his left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in. Because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready up!
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left sideline and dive, and it looks like he's got it. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Hut, hut.
Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. With that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right here.
I love the fact that the fans are running that because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum to move in the football. But something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
play action with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St. Juice. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. The defenders get to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink out there.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Cameron Hayward in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DJ Jones. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Jags first down. And that was no small feat as they go for it on 4th and 9, yet still get it by a yard. What a play.
Let's go. Hey, here we go, here we go.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Quez Watkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, that's with a 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Vaughan. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. action. It's Lawrence. Pass complete to Robinson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And off to Robinson out of the shotgun. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
This is 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now, 1st down. He's out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run again here with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. Got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Okay, ready?
And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation. And we'll go to overtime. So in a teaching moment here, overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as a quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Now left side of the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Again, it's Lawrence. Goes to his man on the outside. It's complete. That's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Robinson with another carry. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Robinson hits on the left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they'll get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, I know you turned the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. Got punt, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's gone. So it's everything you make. You got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in fun.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Come on! Come on, guys! Show what you got! Yeah, man, come on!
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check P. Let's go! Let's keep those sticks moving! Pushing that rock. Yeah,
Young. Over the middle, complete. That's one. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Yeah, let's go! Ready. Steal. Make a play here. Take it
Young to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. And it goes inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
It's about time, fellas. Get in the game. This is it. Stay on point, fellas. All right. Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Need the end zone or I'm going home.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Good going, keep it going, take it to him. Let's make something happen. Come on. Last chance, let's go right now. No time to waste, let's go.
Ready. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
We need this, let's do it.
This is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown. The multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Tennessee, they do finish things out with a victory here in Week 18, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year at 5-12. And by just about all accounts, not